This is Daryl from Crypto Daily Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Things are probably looking a little bit better for you compared to where they were yesterday. And yeah, it's here in Asia. It's kind of overcast. It's just finished raining. It's a little bit windy. So if there's some wind noise in the background, I apologize in advance. It's a great time to be alive. Yesterday we saw that huge flash crash. We saw $3.5 billion worth of leveraged longs that got wiped out, guys. So it looks like the markets are slowly but surely coming back up. And this flash crash has kind of, taken a lot of on-chain analysts by surprise. We're going to dive into that. We're going to talk about who actually got wrecked. And, there's some really good news. And I have found something that's totally amazing. You won't believe it. It's totally unbelievable. And remember, this is not the first time we've seen this. And we're going to check some of the charts, some of the TA, and I'm going to show you that this has happened before. And when this happened before, we had a huge leg up, and that's what causes the all-time high. So this is not the first time this has happened. But this one's really unusual. This is really strange. But overall, we can see that the long-term hodlers and the long-term investors, they were unscathed. They're still holding their coins. They're still being brilliant. They're still being awesome in the house. So this is a really great time to be alive. So with that being said, before we do that, I just want to say to everyone, remember, this is not financial advice. This is just an OG in the house. Expressing his opinion, and this video is for educational purposes only. So let's get it, guys. And I want to welcome some new members in the house. Some new members in the house right now. We got Enrique21, VIP member, VIP member, and super members. You guys need to send an email to Jenny Tong at info@ElegantInvestments. Go to the about section. Go to the about section here of the channel page, and you'll get the email right there. So don't forget to do that. And we got Nazario Navarro, channel supporter in the house. We got Del Ruck Fernando. We got Kingsley Smith, and we got Danis Jacovels. Actually, he was a huge super channel member, and he upgraded, guys. So remember, our VIP members, we're going to do a monthly online conference together. So we're going to get that happening, going to get that rolled out. Right now we have around about 13 members. Send the email, get the WhatsApp link, and then we'll also share you. There's two WhatsApp links, the VIP member and also the super channel member WhatsApp link, guys. So guys, let's get into the content. Let's do it right now. I'm so excited. It's a great time to be alive. So we're seeing that the markets are starting to come back up, so that's really good, guys. We're seeing the Bitcoin dominance is still going up. So we need that to come down, and that will come down. It's just a matter of time. So who is selling? It's not the hodlers. New data hints at Bitcoin crash culprit amid a leverage wipeout. So overall, what was happening is, yesterday's BT flash crash was caused by deleveraging, and the virus crash was similar in the derivatives overreacted, but back then it was supported by investors. This one was completely divergent and a mystery. Cheap coins. So what was happening is the long-term hodlers, the institutions, even the private individuals like Joe Nancy and Joe Public, they were holding onto their coins, and they really didn't react and sell. This was purely mainly retailers who had their leverage longs, and some whales too. But overall, you can see that the hodlers, they held onto their coins. They didn't give up their coins. And that's why I believe that we're going to have a huge bounce back very soon, guys. So you guys don't have to worry about it too much. And we're going to look at the Bitcoin TA because there's something that happened in 2020 that is very similar to what is happening right here, right now. So you guys need to look at it. You guys are going to be totally amazed. I believe that the markets are about to explode. It's going to be mind-blowing. This is just a minor little correction, and this is nothing to worry about, because the key point, the key takeaway here, the key takeaway is that it wasn't the hodlers. It was really coins that were young in age, and not the old Bitcoins that have been held for a long time. So that's really important that you guys understand that. That makes a very fundamental difference, guys. So basically, the leverage market sold off, but investor buying is just stronger. Also, too, even though we had this huge sell-off because of the leverage traders got wrecked, also there was some IMF stuff, a little bit of manipulation in the background. We actually saw that a new report by Standard Chartered crypto research team has projected that we're still on track for $100,000 Bitcoin coming in, and Ethereum between 26,000 and 35,000. I mean, I hope that happens. I'm holding a whole ton of Ethereum, so we're still looking pretty pretty good for $100,000 in late 2021 and $175,000 in 2022. If that happens, it's going to be insane in the membrane. So some more data that's coming out about yesterday's crash. We can see that, let's just take a look at the Doge right now, and then we'll jump into some more data. So right now, Doge failed to pick up momentum after breaking out of the falling wedge. You know, we had that whole falling wedge pattern that we had on the right here. You can see it here. But we failed to break out of that, and actually we broke down from that, and the price slipped below both moving averages on September 7th, indicating strong selling by traders. So basically, a lot of the Doge you always remember, a lot of people who are owning Doge are actually newbie investors, so they tend to overreact when the market goes down. Not unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum, more established coins that have investors that are a little bit more savvy. That's why we saw a lot of holders, a lot of hodlers didn't sell their coins. A lot of investors didn't sell their coins. It was really the young Bitcoins that have only been held in wallets for a short period of time that got sold off. So the Dogecoin UST pair dropped to 0.21 support where buyers stepped in. So we saw that at 0.21 we had a lot of buyers step in, and that's why yesterday we saw the Doge price actually recover a little bit. And right now the Doge is trading at the Dogecoin is trading at 25.2, and that's just gingerly below my 25.5 support line. So that's not too shabby, guys. And so we can see that we started recovery as seen from the long tail on the day's candle. The RSI has dropped into negative territory, and the 20-day EMA has started to turn down, indicating that bears have the upper hand. If bulls push past the price above the 20-day moving average, EMA 0.28, this could witness another round of selling, break below 21 cents. Could challenge the critical support at 15 cents. Bulls will have to push the price above 32 cents to get a comeback. So basically what this is saying is, in a nutshell, is that we need to get ourselves back up to 32 cents right here to stage any kind of comeback. So, you know, right now we've got this critical support at 2,500. So we really need to get past that. Then we have our next support level at 28, then 30 cents. We really need to make a comeback in the next couple of weeks. If we can't make a comeback, then it's going to be a long road to that $1. But we will get there, guys. You know, this flash crash pushed everything down, and we all know that, you know, keep in mind that the demographics of the Dogecoin holders are pretty young people, quite young in fact, and they tend to overreact, as I said, and this is what we're seeing, an overreaction. Let Bitcoin bubble up, let Ethereum bubble up, let things start moving again, and then we're going to see more people jumping back to the Doge. So this is a huge time. Buy the dollar cost average. I mean, I'm picking some more up today as well because I see that the markets are settling. So let's jump into some more newsy woozy right now. So you can see right here, Bitcoin price is to hit 100K in 2021. So this is another story from Standard Charter, and they are all saying that we're going to hit 100K. So in a new report by Standard Charter, Cryptocurrency Research Unit predicted 100,000 in 2021 to 175,000 in early 2022. So we could see a huge Ethereum price spike very soon. The research team said that Ethereum is structurally valid at 26,000 to 35,000, 10 times its current price, but BTC could reach $175,000 if that occurs. So I'm still very bullish. You should be really bullish, guys. This is really good news that, you know, we have a lot of research, even though we had this flash crash, that indicates things went down and going down. We're still going to be popping back up really soon, guys. So don't panic. This flash crash was just an outlier, and basically it was short-term cryptocurrency investors who thought they could make a quick buck because they thought that Bitcoin was going to suddenly jump up to 55,000. And when there was a little bit of a down pressure, there was a short squeeze, there was a squeeze, and they all got wrecked, guys. And it created this whole cascading event. So guys, don't panic about it. So let's take a look at some on-chain data right now, so you guys can see, just to give you guys a quick update of what's going on, what happened. So we're talking about this flash crash. The move was driven by leverage speculators and not long-term investors, and that's key. It was driven by speculators. You know, the people who are in it, who are day trading, who just want to get a quick buck. And I always tell you, don't day trade, don't trade. We are investors. And it wasn't, and this flash crash wasn't driven by the long-term investors, which shaped the broader underlying market structure. So you can see that the key market structure of crypto is held by the long-term investors and not by these speculators. So yesterday's sell-off can be contributed to a cascade of leveraging long liquidations in the futures market that total about 3.2 billion. Now that total amount is around about 4 billion right now, and you can see that here on all the data. You can see that in total 4.4 billion Bitcoin futures and open interest were wiped out yesterday on various exchanges. So, however, the underlying, and this is really key, guys, however, the underlying investor activity did not change, but rather actually strengthened. So yesterday, so we can see that supply helped by the strong hands had a huge uptick along the short-term investors shown by the movement of coins from highly liquid to liquid, stepping in and scooping up more coins. So yesterday we could see that there was a lot of coins that were actually scooped up yesterday by the long-term investors. So this is really, really, really good, guys, and this is really positive. Exchange supply shock ratio also ticked up, reflecting that 4,670 for BTC were moved off exchanges. Quite frankly, there weren't any inflows that stuck out enough to potentially cause a 20% crash. So what we're saying is that all the data says that the fundamentals of crypto, the fundamentals of Bitcoin are very strong, because we're still seeing supply shock and we're still seeing outflows of BTC from exchanges. So this was caused 100% by these speculators and people who thought they could make a quick buck, and they didn't know what they were doing, and they got wiped out. They have paid the ultimate price. They have lost their Bitcoin. So $3.4 billion worth of Bitcoin investors have lost a ton of money. So once again, guys, huge warning. Never, ever leverage trade. Don't do it. You'll get wrecked. On a similar note, we saw the drop in the percentage of spent outputs aged over 6 months. This is another way of saying that long-term holders sat strong throughout the correction. So, you know, what we can see is that spent outputs age over so we saw a drop in the percentage of spent outputs age over 6 months. So we're seeing that the older coins were not spent. They were okay. Everything was looking good. So the other thing, this shows once again that short-term holders were the ones who did the selling yesterday and slightly sold at a loss. So all of these short-term holders, they lost money. They were out of there. Why? The long-term holders were strong, guys. So all the data is right there in front of you. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. You can't fight with that. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin price. So this is what I found. If you guys take a look at this chart here, right now we can see that yesterday we had around about 16.6 total correction from yesterday to today. And right now Bitcoin is trading at around $46,447. Woo, in the house. But see, this is what's really interesting. If we go all the way back to September 2nd, 2020, so almost precisely 1 year ago, we can see that we had a very similar correction. And actually, let me just adjust this, because actually this needs to come down a little bit. So we had a similar correction as well, and almost 16%. But if you can see from there, after we had the 16% correction, we had, you know, a couple days where we just went sideways, and then we started to absolutely explode, and we started to go up, and this took us to this whole bull run that we saw here. Let's just measure that from the bottom here all the way up to the top here, and that peaked out at, you know, 98%. So we can expect a huge run moving pretty soon. So that just here confirms that we are going to definitely hit $100,000 Bitcoin incoming. We're going to hit $10,000 to $15,000 Ethereum incoming, and these are conservative estimates, guys. People are putting us at, you know, 175, 26,000 Ethereum, but we have seen this happen before, guys. So if you go back to the current chart, the same thing happened before. So we went up, we had this huge correction, then after that we had a 100% leg up. So if we measure 100% leg up from here, let's just measure that right now, guys. Let me get my tool. If we measure 100% leg up from here, we can go all the way up here. We move here, and we move, check that out, check it out. 100% leg up. Take us to 98%. So if we follow the same measured move that we had last year at exactly the same time, which took us up another 98%, then we're looking easy peasy at a $92,000 Bitcoin. Worst case scenario. That's if we follow exactly what happened last year. So this is really cool news, guys. You should not be panicking at all. This correction was just a temporary correction. It was a flash crash because, you know, the investors, the speculators, they completely got wiped out, guys. So don't panic. Don't worry about it. Woo, in the house. So let's take a look at Ethereum in the house right now. But before we do that, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. The Fear and Greed Index has slipped down a little bit. We're now at 45, so a little bit of fear. Of course, we had a flash crash, so people like panicking, losing their brain. So things are going to definitely going to go up. So if you're holding and you have diamond hands, you will be rewarded when we see this 98% pumpity pump pump. And Doge is definitely going to be going up as well, guys. It's just a matter of time. Don't forget, Doge is a huge slow mover, but when Doge moves, it moves fast, you know. So let's take a look right now at the HODL chart. We can see that we're still in the HODL mode. You guys need to do exactly that. You can see that we're still in altcoin month, not yet altcoin season. There was a bit of a pullback yesterday because we're at 90, and here we're over at 60, and here we're getting close to 65. So, but we're still in altcoin month, so hopefully we'll be able to see the Bitcoin dominance come down a little bit. And right now the Bitcoin dominance has come down. It was at 41.3. It's coming down a little bit. It's at 40.46. So that means that we should start to see the altcoins recover and start moving. But our volumes are insane. $141 billion worth of volume right now, and our market cap is coming back. It was at 204 yesterday, and we've come back considerably from yesterday. So hopefully there'll be more money. I mean, there's a lot of buyers right now. There's a lot of buyers after this big huge dip. There's a lot of buyers, and I'm also one of those buyers. So the best thing to do now is dollar cost average and buy the dips, guys, and start to accumulate. This is not financial advice. Accumulate while you can, while the prices are still cheap. And now if you look at Ethereum, the amount of DeFi locked on Ethereum is now 90 billion. That's come down about 9 billion from where we were yesterday, but that's because of the prices of the currencies, and the different altcoins have dropped, guys. So let's take a look at Ethereum right now. Ethereum is still in the red, and it's at $3,493. So it's come back a little bit. I mean, it's recovered a little bit more, and more than Bitcoin, so that's really good news. So the altcoins are going to start pumping a little bit more, and that's another reason why we're seeing the dominance, guys. So don't panic. If you look at the gas fees right now, the gas fees are totally, incredibly insane, unbelievable, guys. $155 for an ERC token. A Uniswap is almost like $478. It's insane. You can't do anything right now with ERC tokens unless you're moving, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth to make it worthwhile. But right now the transaction fees are insane in the membrane. If we look at the Ethereum burn right now, it's almost at 250,000. Ethereum has been burned, huge bonfire. Cardano right now is still slipping. Cardano is now trading at $2.44, but we are still above our low yesterday when we went down as low as 190, when we went down to $1.95. So we're picking on up, but it's still not looking pretty good. I think we need a couple more days for the markets to kind of pick themselves up and recover, because there's still a lot of jitteriness in the market. And this is not looking good for ADA, because ADA, we have this smart contracts coming out in a couple days. So hopefully we'll see that ADA will recover when that comes out. We have just had to keep an eye on that. Now Solana in the house is absolutely on fire again. Solana bounced back, has recovered. So if you're holding Solana, congratulations. Solana is now trading at $209. And we hit an all-time high? At an all-time high of 215. Yeah, we hit an all-time high again of 215.66. So we've just come off a little bit from that, but I think Solana is absolutely on fire. There's so much positive catalyst. There's so much movement, so much interest. We can see definitely a $500 Solana coming soon, guys. So don't panic. This is a great time to be alive. Doge we've already talked about. So, you know, these are some huge support levels that we need to be watching. We have major support at 22. We have another support level at 22.3. We have a huge support at 27.8. So we really need to get back into this area, and the 24.65 and 23 and 22. So we really need to get ourselves back up to 22, guys. So it's not looking really good for Doge right now. Doge is just kind of going sideways right now, and Doge is at 25.33. So if we can stay, you know, if we're at 25.33. Our next support level that we need to get to is 27.89. We need to stay above there. If we can't stay above, if we can't get to 27.89 and stay above there, then we could correct ourselves all the way down to 23, 21, and then go down to 18. So hopefully we can maintain these support levels. We just need to keep an eye on things, guys. So don't panic. Do not panic. Remember, we saw back in September We saw back in September, we saw this same kind of behavior happening before. So definitely Bitcoin's repeating itself, and we're going to see a 98% upside very soon, guys. So don't panic, don't panicky. So with that being said, let's jump into the markets real quick. And right now we can see that Bitcoin is trading at $46,229 in the house, and that's down almost 2%. Ethereum has come back a little bit. It's 3,502, and that's only down 0.23%. But you know, for the last 30 days, we're still up. It was still uppity up, and that's 11.77%. And Bitcoin is still painting some green in the last 30 days. And ADA in the house is at $2.45, guys. Woo! Hopefully the wind is not driving you nuts. And it's 66.48% is up for the last 30 days. And BNB is given up a lot of territories at $500 yesterday before the flash crash. It's now at $417, and that's down almost 2%. Solana in the house is $208, and that's up 16.15%, guys. And it's on fire. We're up 435% in 30 days. It's insane in the membrane. And right now Doge is down for the 30 days, and we're at 25.45, and we need to get ourselves up to the 27.87 level, and then that will allow us to retest the 32.33 level. So let's see how that pans out. Let's see how we get going on that, and let's do it, guys. So, and you know, there's a lot of bargains right now to be had. DOT is on sale. Link is on sale. It's a good pickup. Algorand is just blasting away. Lucky I have that in my portfolio. And Matic is also on sale. Bet is on sale, guys. So it's really a good time to pick up on the sales and go bargain hunting, dollar cost average. Let's look at the portfolio in the house. Despite all the wild and wackiness and the flash crashes, our portfolio is still up 53%, and that's at $2,696 in profit. Remember, this is not financial advice. This portfolio is for educational purposes. If you decide to copy any part of this portfolio, do so at your own risk. We're not liable for any losses because we're not financial advisors. And our total portfolio balance is $7,695, guys. Sorry, the wind is picking up right now. Oh my, insane in the membrane. So guys, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter. If you would, we got 2,123 followers right now. And guys, do not forget to smash the like, subscribe you do it right now, and go check out the links in all of my videos. Become a Patreon member, buy the channel a coffee, and guys, don't forget to check out Zen Music Addict. If you want to find your soul, you want to relax, you're probably stressed out because the market's going down, go to Zen Music Addict. Do it right now. And guys and gals, go to my NFT collection. You can find the link in the description. Check out the NFT links. You're gonna love it. I love it. And guys, check out my merch. We got hats, we got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got polo shirts. Get the merch, all the memberships, all the coffees, all of it goes to charity, guys, here in Vietnam. And we got non-clothing items. We got the mug to mug. Check out the mug to mug. So guys, with that being said, I just want to say God bless all of you. I love you guys. I'll see you next one. Woo!